Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
But welcome back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. You are listening to Midnight Round with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. I'm fluffing up my hair because honestly, I don't know what the hell's going on with it. I just don't. I feel like I'm scratching the back of my head quite a lot. I don't know why. And it feels like there's like bumps and stuff there. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'm switching to a new shampoo and conditioner because the one that I currently use is about to be empty. Or actually, I think it is empty. Yeah. But what was I getting at? You are listening to Midnight Round with me, Michael. Hope y'all are doing good. That's the meth, brother. It might be the meth. It might just, but this has come from Popsky99, a guy from South Dakota. And if I'm correct, South Dakota is on meth. That's a true fact. They are on meth. They're on it. Yeah. But you know what I'm on? I'm on Midnight Rum right now. If you I'm on Twitch. I'm doing this live on Twitch. So if you want to watch it there, you can watch this happen live. You can interact in the chat like Popsky99 is doing right now. You're not seeing on the screen because I don't trust that shit. Like, no offense, I do not trust that shit. Ants. And you're gonna get ants. Shit like that. Me getting schizo-paranoid about ants. Yeah, you can see that happen live on twitch.tv. Make it happen. But if you miss it because it's at midnight Central Time in the US, I know there's a technical term, but whatever. But if you miss it, the initial one, you can still watch it for the 2 weeks, and you can also watch the after show, which happens right after this, which is mainly just me editing the podcast down and uploading it to YouTube and doing other stuff afterwards, just doing an after podcast stream, which is really fun. But what happens in the after show does not appear anywhere else, but also in the after show, because I'm editing the podcast, that goes onto YouTube immediately, where you can watch it there, and eventually, if I get my ass decide to do it, onto other podcast platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. But baby steps. I still need to do it, and I'm 83 episodes in. I still haven't done it. Over a year and about over a year and a half I've been doing it, and I still haven't done it yet. Consistently, too. That's crazy. I think I've switched episode days before, but I don't think I've missed an episode, though. You know what? Episode 100, I think that's when I think they're going on Spotify. I don't know. I think, would that be a good idea? Honestly, that does sound like a good idea. But I think at that same time is when, if I'm doing my math correct, it might be the same time that I'm going to be trying to make the other shows, or the original show edited down and get that stuff actually up. Because, I made it a goal to do that on the 5th anniversary of Midnight Ramen as a radio show, to edit it down or start releasing the episodes weekly, like on the 5th anniversary of the episode, so that way it'd be like, oh, here's a little time capsule of that. And yeah, I'm not gonna do the other show, although I feel like I might end up doing it, but I don't want to overload my plate, because I also put other videos up on YouTube weekly, right, as of now. Well, up for now. Maybe might end at the end of the year. I don't know. My goal for this year is to definitely do that. Honestly, this might be a good episode to start off. Like, if you're new, this is probably a good episode to start off. Like, you get the basis of what's going on in here, but honestly, yeah, let's make this like a basis episode, like a basis like promo episode, because like this is the one you need to watch. I feel like that's the one. Like, if there's any episode that you need to watch, this one. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, and I did update. Hopefully it works on my OBS. So, what I'm doing with my OBS is I upped the bit rate for like not for the stream itself, but for the actual video. So hopefully it'll be cleaner, and the file size is probably going to be a lot larger. But the next video that does come out is going to be on that frame, whatever thing. But that's it's kind of live bit that's going to be very funny, and I hope you guys enjoy it, because it was fun to make. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. You need to watch the video, and for those in the future, I might talk about it next week. If I don't, so yeah. Anyways, again, my name is Michael. I've already said at the beginning of the podcast. Honestly, I've been thinking like a lot of stuff, like just basic like comedy stuff. So like just weird happenstances and things like that, just, you know, occurring in the world. And like Seinfeld was a show about nothing, and Jerry Seinfeld himself just released Unfrosted, which is, I've heard, not very funny. And he's getting mad that like, oh, streaming services and other stuff like that are dead, and like, you know, comedy TV is dead. It's like, no, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's on streaming a lot of the time, but it's not dead. And there's a lot of good comedy things out there. Like, I Think You Should Leave, literally on Netflix, where Unfrosted, a documentary or like a parody comedy documentary on how Pop-Tarts or toaster strudels were made. It's like, my brother in Christ, comedy is still alive in media form outside of, you know, comedy specials and movies. Like, it's still alive. You just gotta know where to look, because they make it harder, and they want to make, and you know, businesses want to make money. Oh, I just noticed that Alakazam is sitting sideways. Oh, nope, other way. You know, I've had that Alakazam in the corner of my streaming setup for like ever since I started streaming, and it's just kind of there. Just kind of there. And I love it there, because I love Alakazam. And that's a story for a different time, but yeah. But he's not. Why? Yeah, Jerry kind of sucks, because like I've heard like a lot of press things and things, like interactions I just had with people. Like, I think one known one is like Kesha was like, holy shit, it's Jerry Seinfeld, and he's like, who the fuck are you? And I mean, I get it, because like he probably doesn't know, but like after he figures out, oh, it's Kesha, and you know what she does and who she is, he's like, fuck her, I don't care. It's like, dude, that's like saying if like you saw Hulk Hogan and you're like, holy shit, it's Hulk Hogan, can you sign an autograph or something like that? And he said, no, fuck you, and then beat the shit out of you in public. That's, no offense, the equivalent of what he did to Kesha. Or I think it was Kesha. Or Katy Perry. I don't fucking know. I think it was Kesha, though. Uh, but he without actually a literal ass whooping. No, 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 no. But also like in that same vein, other people from Seinfeld are still out there doing comedy, like Louis Day Dreyfus. Like she's in the MCU. She's fucking menacing in my opinion. As I can't fucking remember her name is, but also in the show Veep. Like I haven't watched a single episode of Veep, but like I heard that show is hilarious for being a political comedy or political show. It's fucking hilarious. Like comedy's not dead. We don't talk about Kramer, not after the Laugh Factor incident. Even then, huh. But I know him and Jerry still like have connections, stuff like that, and people grow and change, stuff like that at times, whatever. But like some of the statements he made there. Also, yeah, Larry David, another example from the Seinfeld show, or a writer slash creator of Seinfeld, like has been putting out content and stuff like that for years, and he just got done with Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like that's a huge, like, comedy's still there, and even comedy from your group. It's like, dude. So okay, and a lot of Jerry's like comedy is just observational stuff, and even from like Larry David, a lot of his stuff is like observational things. Like the other day, uh, I went to a Quick Trip, or just a gas station. I went to their bathroom, and I went to take a dump because I really had to go, and I go into the stall, and because it's a bathroom, there's no cameras, and in the stall, someone like littered their like a Reese's peanut butter cup thing, like wrapper. It's like, why? Like you probably, like, I'm assuming they probably stole it into the back, brought it into the back, ate it. Like you got that far. You got that far. And even if you did purchase it, like you got that far. Why don't you just put it in the garbage, hide it under some paper towels? Well, no one will give a shit, and call it good, because now you're just making it like known that you did. And like, yeah, you're not going to be able to check the video footage of like, because like, who's going to check that? Who's going to check that? That's stupid. Even for like, for what it is. But it's like, seriously, you're just going to, why? That's dumb. I don't get it. It happens all the time. Or like even in like a retail store, like at Target, like the other day, like again, another situation where the other day I was shopping for like Mother's Day gifts because Sunday was Mother's Day, and I went to this like one. I went to Target, and I was like I was around the electronics like toy section, because like, yeah, I wander over because fuck it, and Nerf guns, because like kids of my age love Nerf guns, like goddamn, like people that grew up, you know, early late 90s, early 2000s fucking love Nerf guns. Uh and I check it too. And sometimes there's good Lego sets. Like, let's be honest, Lego is good. Um, like, like that. It's like Lego was good. So, but like I saw like some like Lego plushie. Like I can't, from like the movie. It's like the Spaceman. So I see in that section, and then I go over to like the pots and pans, and I just see one of the plushies over there. Like, it's kind of funny that it was there, but like, why is it there? And like, something that like shouldn't, definitely not be there. It was kind of funny the way it was set up too, but like, why? Like, I had the urge to like take it back, but honestly, it was kind of funny, so I didn't take it back. Uh, so I mean, eh. Mm. I'm trying to read what the hell chat says. I'm gonna be honest with you, cheap opening with a bent mic. You go to the bathroom for the rest of your set. Oh, Oh my god. Oh my god. That just true. Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to be a modern Jerry Seinfeld. I mean, come on. What's the problem with airline food? I mean, you can't taste it. Well, that's because you can't. Okay, the problem with airline food is it is good. It's just that you're thousands of feet in the air. The atmosphere is thin, so the flavor is muted because you don't have any sense of smell or taste because of that. It's like, duh. Like they do try to make it flavorful, but you can only do so much. Like literally, you can only do so much. Like I never understand that joke. It's dumb. It's very dumb. Uh, well, I know earlier, in the in a chat, and if you wanted to know if the chat, you can go into Twitch and watch this live or whatever, interact. I'm wearing one of my favorite sweatshirts. I use this at work quite a lot, because no words or anything. But I've had this since like high school, I want to say, and I don't know how long I've had this. This is like, I mean, business kind of jackets. Uh, but I know another guy in my local game store that I go to. He has like a similar jacket, but it's like gray instead of red on the sleeves. And both of our jackets don't have, I mean, they're hoodies. They don't have that little zipper thing, or that, the thing that you can like make your hoodie like the face hole like shrink up, that like lace there. We don't have it in there, and I hate it. Like this, like I love this jacket, and when it came out, I'm like, I couldn't wear it for like a solid like month or two, and that was during college. Ugh. And I was like kind of depressed that I couldn't wear it. I lost, speaking of that too, like I lost a lot of like my favorite black clothes. I love wearing black. Which is weird because it now translates over to my profession, being in AV tech, being in entertainment in the industry. It's interesting that like it's interesting that way, but I lost a lot of my favorite clothes from my the after the graduation during the fall semester of college, because I left them in the dryer. And I was so pissed because it was a lot of my good clothes. I'm just like, fuck, I know someone's going to take them out and like donate them. And that was like, I lost a lot of good clothes. Wait, it might have been the spring. No, it was the fall. I was so depressed. I was sad about that. I'm like, God damn. Like I lost a lot of good like sweatpants, a couple of good shirts. I don't know if I had any socks. Probably. Yeah, some good socks. I'm like, God damn. Some underwear too. I'm just like, damn. I was so distraught when that happened. Cause I loved wearing black, and I still do. One of my favorite colors, just because like one, it's a lot of what I already wear now, and plus like it's a good neutral color. I mean, not in the summertime, it's not fun, but every other time of the year, it's fine. But yeah, I love this sweatshirt, and it kind of makes it look like it's like if I have it zipped up, it kind of looks like a cape or robe, or even if I have it like three-quarter zipped. I love doing this. Yeah, three-quarter zipped. I feel like just a little bit down. I just kind of feel like a wizard. I do feel like a wizard. uh, even though I did go to school for like audio and tech stuff, in theory, I went to school to become an audio wizard, to cast spells like amplify, quantize, fuck your frequency, equalize, things like that. Casting those kinds of spells, conversion, ampage, feedback. I'm trying to come up with like audio slash tech terms that like kind of translate over into wizard spells. Like that's like that like a lot of those. I didn't think about them earlier today. It's like a lot of those words, like technical words, kind of do lend themselves, like say equalize. It's like, oh, that's just like a nullify effect or something like that. Not like a cancel, but like, balance out sort of effect. Oh, quantize. Quantize means like sync up or timing. So that could be like a time spell or something like that. Or compress. Because, like, like hold or like a holding or something like that. Or make small, like that would actually, oh, that would be or gate's another word, an audio term. And expand, another audio term. Feedback, just like kind of that would be a redirect feedback, or just like amplify, which also is kind of like make bigger or something like that. Like, I feel like a lot of the terms for audio are really good for wizard spells. Very good for wizard spells. Like, am I wrong? Chet doesn't know because they don't. They're not knowing. They don't know. Excuse me. I just I noticed right when I started the episode, because I like drinking a lot of Mountain Dew. I noticed that this bottle's expired, because it expired on February 19th, on the 2024. And I mean, it's fine, flat major melon. It feels it tastes better because it doesn't have like the weird spikiness to it, which I feel like like happens in the normal one. I feel like it's a little muted. The flavor's a little muted, but it's actually probably better. It's probably better than it usually is normally. You know, I just blanked out for a second. Holy moly. I feel like you either get an unclean boy, like an unclean boy in like terms of the room with a clean car, absolutely clean car, or you have a girl with a clean room and a completely messy car. Either or, because like that's me and my sisters. Like in my stuff, like I have a lot of things I still need to move around, but like I know how to actually manage and make sure it's messy in my room, but in my car, almost nothing is in there. Almost nothing. It could pretty much, and I don't want it to happen, it could pretty much get stolen and I wouldn't be losing a whole lot. It's that clean and empty. Messy car is a hot guy thing. Messy room is a hot girl thing. I'd say that's where you're wrong. I'd say it's inverse. Because like I've known a lot of messy car guys, and I don't want to know where some of the stuff that they had in their car came from. Cause yeah, I just don't want to know. Like in a room, yeah, we'll smell funk. Like, have that same mess in a room versus a car. I feel like I would rather have it in a room rather than the car. Messy room guys just always implies jizz to me. I mean, that could also be implied with a car. It could be implied with a car. But messy car just reminds me of food. Not always. Like, I feel like it's like dirt, grime. I mean, yeah, it could be working things, but like, I feel like having a dirty car just, to me, is not right. It's like, especially if you have people over, like you can avoid of going into your room. You can't, like, if you are with a person and you're driving in a car, you can't go anywhere. Like, at least in a home, you can leave. You can leave. You can go out of that room and not be in that said room if there's a mess. But in a car, you're trapped. And I hate it when like even with my sister, because she has a messy car. I'm gonna be honest, she does. A completely messy car. I feel bad whenever it's like, oh, I want to, you know, doing like a carpool thing. It's like, oh, I'll ride with you, and then waiting like 5 minutes to see her move stuff around, and still the floor is messy. And that's another thing. Another thing about a messy car, like, as a messy room, there's, in a messy room, even with the mess, there's still room to exist. You know, you have an area to exist. In a car, if there's still like a mess around and you're like, I don't want to I don't want to be on top of that. It's like, you're like kind of you're confined to even more of a space inside a confined space. That's not, to me, that just doesn't feel good. What if you have a messy boat? Then you are just a mess. That's true. End of the day, that's true. That is true. Organized chaos. That's the best way to describe it. And the best way to describe this transition is messy. We're going to magic cards because I feel like it. So what we do with magic cards, I like opening magic packs. I got a D4 here, so we're going to roll and see how many packs we're opening. Roll twice. See how many, or roll to see what number comes up twice. That's a 4. That's a 2. We're opening 2 packs. I'm going to take a D6 and see which packs I'm opening, because I got a lot of packs here. 1 and 5. Oh, fuck. 1. So, fuck me, dude. What the hell? 1, 2. So this one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God damn it. Already doing a collector's again. So the magic packs I'm opening today, or tonight, or on this episode, are Outlaws of Thunder Junction, and I got a play booster and a collector booster. Collector booster's worth more because it's inherently worth more. God damn it. I didn't want to open just one of these. Like, I had a pattern going, but whatever. So open up the play booster first. And sometimes the play boosters can be worth more, depending on what you get, what you pull. Now, if I can actually open up the fucking pack. Oh, ooh. Let's not spoil this. Like that. 3, 2, 1, flip. All right, let's see what we got. We got Forsaken Miner. We got a Rictus Robber, Karam, Stop Cold, Gold Pan, a Surprise, a Trick Shot, Cactus. I'm not even gonna try. A Cactus Tarantula, Sterling Keykeeper, Treasure Token, Foil Forest, Foil Steer Clear. Ooh, I did want one of these. Contagion Engine. When it enters the battlefield, put a -1/- counter on each creature target player controls. Oh, that's so fun. And then you pay 4, tap this, and proliferate twice, which basically means double the amount of counters on each creature, or like each permanent. So you can add more -1/- counters, add more +1/+1 counters on each creature. You can add other counters if you want to, or if you want if you choose a player, they do it for everything, no matter what. You can also do that for yourself. You can do that for everything. But if you do say yes, you have to do it for everything. There is no ifs, ands, buts, or coconuts. And then the rare is Breaches. Oh, another one. Free Strider Lookout. So that was a good pack. It's 3 rares. Or 3 rares / mythics. Not bad. And now the collector booster, which has a lot more rares, quote unquote, and fancier foil stuff. If I can fucking open this. Like, there's a way to open these good. I just don't know. Ah, goddamn. I hate some of these packs. You just don't want to open the way that they should. Okay. Now we're good. All right. I gotta find where the pack would technically end. Okay, right here. So I was right. A 3-2-1 flip. We got a mountain, full art mountain, rakish crew, a ranch, opulent vigilante, scored springs, reach for the sky, silver deputy, armored armadillo, treasure token. So we're getting onto the good shit. Oh yeah, baby! Prismatic Vista. That's real good. That's actually real good. Foil full art. That's really good. Villainous Wealth. That's actually pretty fun too. It's very good too. Leyline Dowser. 3 steps ahead. Ooh, I wanted one of these, so that's pretty cool. Concealed Courtyard, and on the end we got a Tyrant's Scorn and a Repulse. Okay, I'm checking that Prismatic Vista. I swear to God, I have to know. I have to know. We're doing this now. Card Kingdom's better. Just for quick things like this, it's better. That's not bad for that. Timmer. Timmer. I don't know where it is. It would be. Oh wait, why don't I just look it up? There it is. Prismatic Vista. It would be this. Ooh. $37. That's not foil. Swap it to foil. It's $44. I think that pack was good. I think if I were to buy individual packs of it, I definitely did. I would have profited. But it that usually doesn't happen like this. Wow. That's nice. That's real nice. Anyway, I have to open up another tab because if I do go back to that, I have no way of getting there. Yeah. That was a good. Jeez, that was a good one. Not gonna lie. I had Culver's for dinner, and I wasn't super hungry, but goddamn, their root beer is so freaking good. Like, so the thing about Culver's root beer, for those who, have gone to Culver's or near one or whatever, their recipe is based off of the A&W recipe because they used to brew it in the store. And I don't know if they still do it at some A&Ws, and I don't know what they do with Culver's, but it's the same recipe. And it's just so good. Like, with all these memes about mug root beer and stuff like that, it's like in cans, Mug I feel like is better. You know, between the two, or Barks, get out of there. Get out of there. Uh so the I think Barks is not in my opinion the contender. I feel like A&W and Mug are like the two top dogs. And in one case literally. uh I feel like canned and like container wise, I feel like in a can, it's Mug root beer all day long. In like a little bottle, I think Mug. In a 2 liter, A&W. In like a pitcher, like a fresh pitcher or fountain, I would say A&W. All every time. Done deal. Can is Barks, bottles is A&W, Mug is the fountain. I don't know. Fountain, Mug depends on the spot, but fountain root beer is a desperate act unless it's at A&W. So at A&W, oh, they give you like that shit goes down like water. It's so good. Keg 1919 is fine, but it's not the best. And plus, like, I feel like it's a little overhyped. Culver's has alright root beer that's its own. It is. Not only is it based off of, it pretty much is the exact same recipe as A&W's. Because, and I don't know if, I can't say this for certain, but one of the owner, or like one of the owners worked for A&W when they were growing up or whatever, and just took that same recipe. Because like if you work for it and you know what you're doing, like duh, you're gonna take it with you. Like I know how to make I know how to make pizzas. Like I don't have the exact same materials and stuff like that, but I know how to fucking do it. If I had the right things, I know how to do exactly how to do it right and do it better than when I was working for a pizza company. Mug is pretty good though, outside of that. And especially the way that they handle their PR, it's really funny. It's really, really funny. As I go to sip a Mountain Dew, which one's Pepsi? Mug is Pepsi. Actually, you know what? Let's look that bad boy up, because I want to figure out which ones belong to which. Because like I know. Root beer brands. Really? Really? Mug, Pepsi, Barks' Coke, A&W's, Dr. Pepper. Let me actually just confirm that, because I want to be sure. Mug root beer, yeah, owned by PepsiCo. A&W. I don't really know. It doesn't really root beer, because taste wise, I need to do a side by side comparison. Like I do. But like if you do that, the problem with like doing huge taste tests of all of blank is that you get a lot, and then you also like, oh, this brand tastes better as a fountain, but this one tastes better as a can. Then you also have to get every single kind of variety for that. I don't know. I don't. Shit, it doesn't. Company? Like it does. Like manufacturer. Dr. Pepper. Yep. Dr. Pepper is A&W. And then what was Barks? Yeah. I can't spell. Yeah, Barks is Coke. Yeah, so Popsky was right. Actually, let me look up 7-Up Dr. Yeah, because like Keurig Dr. Pepper. Yeah, because they're their own, like, they have like a lot of stuff in there. Now that I'm looking at it. What the hell is that? Oh, zero sugar mug root beer. Imagine that. Like, okay, why would you want to get zero sugar mug root beer when it's caffeine free already? Like, how diet do you want to go? My God. Like, just drink a root beer. Why is mug root beer so rare? It isn't. What? What? Huh? Huh? It makes no sense. Would be like, yeah, drinking zero sugar mug root beer is like medicine at that point. Like, just drink like, in my opinion, just drink Dr. Pepper like, okay, I'm not a huge zero sugar guy or a diet soda because I turn sideways, I go missing. Like, literally. I turn sideways, I go fucking missing. So I don't do a lot of diet cokes, but or diet drinks, but Diet Dr. Pepper and I think maybe Diet Mountain Dew are like the two that fuck the hardest because they're good. They're really good. Especially Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm a Dr. Pepper fan. Like, I love Dr. Pepper, but like, if like, you could probably swap them out. I could probably tell the difference, but like, I would not tell you. I would not tell you that I know, because like, they're pretty damn similar. Diet Pepsi is a sleeper. I haven't had. It's been a long time since I had Diet Pepsi. I don't know what's with all these like people with Diet Coke. It's like I've heard a lot of like bad, like weird bad things about Diet Coke in the past, especially with like aspartame and stuff like that. But you know, it's been a long time, so it's hard to really pin that down. Also, the ultimate secret hack, Diet Pepsi and lemonade, 50-50 split. Crazy good. What are you smoking? I don't get Diet Coke. I just don't get it. Like, there's like memes or something, or like videos I saw of like this one guy sitting at his computer and then just like having like his whole desk filled with Diet Coke cans that he drank. I don't know how the fuck he does it. It's so, like, I feel like it's a gag and a bit, but like at the same time, I don't think it's a bit. When we Oh yeah. I knew this is a good reason that I don't have chat on my stream, because we both know who that person is. A buddy of ours introduced it to Popsky. There's a 50-50 split, the Diet Pepsi and lemonade, when they worked together in a movie theater. Honestly, it does make sense coming from him. That totally checks out. Like, that dude, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna say Carrie. Carrie. Just because. So Carrie is a very odd dude. He's a very odd fellow. Not like in a weird, like, I don't want to say school shootery, nor like on the spectrum sort of thing, but like he's an interesting fellow. He's an interesting guy. Not like weird interesting, but no, he's a very nice guy. But like, he has like some of the weirdest tastes. He's eccentric. That's a good way to say it. He is eccentric. I remember one time, like, he could run Willy Wonka's factory. That's so true. He could, like, he's like a Willy Wonka. He's eccentric. Like, he's spontaneous. He'll do just goofy, weird stuff. But that's like normal to him in that sense. But you know, there's like like a firm grasp of reality to it too. He'll do something crazy, but he won't be a dumbass while doing it. He was a like Bobsky, a fellow film guy, and I remember after college, I remember seeing him in a pizza, like a bar pizza area, and he's so cool. I thought he hated me for a long time until he just didn't anymore. Honestly, he's such a cool dude. He's such a cool dude. Um, like Carrie, like I ran into him like because he did like one of those senior films. He was one of the guys that he did it for his class, and I I I just was there, and I noticed like halfway across the bar, I'm like, or across the dining room, and I sat down with him and I had lunch with him. It's like I'm not usually that kind of guy to do that, but I did it with him because like I knew him, and I was like I want to interact with him because he was cool, and we had a good conversation talking about movies and stuff and like projects and life and that. Like for me, I don't usually do that sort of stuff, and with him, it was just like so interesting to hear like his thought process and like goals and like the things that he wanted for his like short film and like the premise of I think what he had for like his capstone project was like a kid gets like a radio that's like sounds like it's getting a signal or something message from like this old show or like it's coming from the future or something like that, but he like gets bought into it real hard. And then he finds like the guy, it's like, yeah, I do that because I love this old content. You don't see this anymore. You don't see people using AM radios and stuff like that anymore, making shows and stuff like that. And like his thought process was so just like the way that he came up with it and the ideas and stuff like that. It was so solid. It was fun. He and I, Popsky says, he and I spent many shifts brainstorming ads for the theater that were most avant-garde, batshit insane. Honestly, yeah. Oh, another one from our college, like worked for Marcus Theaters, and they sometimes would do ads for them. Like they made like Marcus Theaters are freaking awesome. They're like the Midwest AMC's, except instead of having the movie theater national anthem, you get a cool, interesting, little before show thing. Everything by the CEO, Greg Marcus, fucking Daddy Greg, and everyone loves him. If you don't, I hope you fucking die. I mean that sarcastically, but I also mean it seriously. If you hate Greg Marcus, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out now. Greg is literally the Muad'Dib. He's literally the Lisan Al Gaib. He is literally the Lisan Al Gaib of movies. Like, on God. On God. For real. For real. But no, one of the ones in our college town, they would also do like their own separate ads. And I remember going to, I think, yeah, it's when we went to saw Dune 2, they were doing like, hey, we're doing this promotion for another movie. I think it was for It. Or If. No, If. Yeah, it literally just came out and apparently he's bombing. But it's like, oh, have your kids like send in like some, like imaginary friends or whatever, and we'll put it into a video. I don't know if they did because I'm not there, but if they did, honestly, with the work that they put into it, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. But like they would always do like another ad on top of the Marcus ads, the Marcus like pre-show things, and it was like that's man. But yeah, believe me, I remember it. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah. You know what I just remembered? I didn't pick up my suit. Still. I'm scared because I ordered a suit for a wedding, for Outsider's wedding, another buddy of ours that's getting married. I just wanted another suit because fuck, I want another suit. And I ordered it that weekend, and it's like, oh, we're gonna, get it fit and whatever. And I forgot that before we left, I was like, oh, I'll get it before we go. But then we left at like 8:00. We're like, we gotta go, we gotta leave because we are not gonna get home until like past midnight, and driving 4+ hours back home. And I totally forgot about it. And I'm like, oh, I should probably have someone, pick it up. But then I keep forgetting about it. And I kept forgetting to ask, and I kept forgetting to ask. And now it's like, it's been months. I bet they probably still have it, but I'm afraid to call. I just don't, at this point, I don't know if I should. I kind of Seinfeld myself into that one. It's like, I could, but I feel like I should probably go in person and be like, hey, I fucked up. I forgot. But the next time I'll be up there is not going to be for a while. Probably not till the wedding. So, whoops. But yeah. But it's a good suit. It's a good suit store too. It's like, damn. It's a good color too. I'm like, fuck. It was like a grape. It was like a purple, but like kind of the weird reflection glow that the F is giving off right now. That's kind of what it looks like a little bit. Kind of like darker. I don't know. Hard to describe. But it's like a darker, like kind of redder purple. And I'm like, damn, I could have got, I'm like, this fits perfectly. I'm like, I'm scared to go. That's the problem. I'm scared to ask because I do not know if they still have it. They probably do, but I don't know. I'm scared to go back. Oh man. But if they do, they do. Another thing about like traveling and stuff like that, I always love it when I'm like going or traveling to someplace. I pass by someone, go for a little while, like go to a rest stop or something like that, get back on the road, and then I see that car or person again. I'm like, hey, look at this guy. I remember you. It's like, yeah, I love that. I love like intentionally taking those breaks and being like, oh, if I break here, I'll probably see that person that I saw like 20 miles ago. Maybe. Or like 60 miles ago that he passed or something like that. Maybe. That'd be funny. But usually it doesn't happen, but when it does, it's so cool. But also on that trip from from home to back at the old college stomping grounds is 4 hours away, but because it's on the border, you get the mile markers at like varying things. But when you're going up, well, actually, when you're going south or going north or going south, either direction, there's a rest stop at mile marker 69, and it's so fucking funny. It's so funny every time. I don't always stop there, but when I see the mile marker 69, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. And like, it's been stolen. Like, the sign has been stolen several times. And the like sign that's there is just like a blank one with like mile. And then they put like stickers up because like people keep taking it. It's like, there's no point of like printing this whole sign when it's just going to get stolen. So they just put the stickers and it's been there like for a long time. But yeah. Yeah. There's obvious stops that I love seeing when I visit there. don't know if I want to get off to. So today, when I was like bored at work and stuff like that, I go onto TikTok and every like third or fourth video is this goddamn cosplayer, this single cosplayer doing a song to a ska, like doing a dance to a ska song in like like I already said in cosplay, and it's just like it kept showing up, like, and not like the same video. It's all different videos, but it's the exact same dance, but then it slightly varies, and it's just like I kept seeing so many of them. It's like, please stop. I love the audio sound like once or twice, but this needs to fucking stop, please. I don't want to see it anymore. But I keep seeing it. I swear to God. I'm gonna mute. God, I'm gonna mute my my TikTok and see how long it takes until I find one. Oh, it took me like, hold on. Let me see where I started. So 1, 2, 3, add 4. It took me 4 until it was referenced. Like I can't anymore. I swear to God, it just keeps happening and happening. Why is my camera red? I can't see the horizon. Where Hatsune Miku? Oh yeah. I'm trying to like color correct. Hello. Hello. I'm in. Okay, it's mellowed out. It's mellowed out now. I don't know why that did that. The color change is just so wild. Magic the Gathering just released a secret layer, which is like the way that they're doing it now is they're doing like first come first serve, and they're only printing so many. But one of them was like Hatsune Miku and cards like with art of her with like actual playable cards, but like art of Hatsune Miku on it. I was kind of tempted, but the cards that were there are not worth it in my opinion. For some they probably are, but to me no. But the price to buy it non-foil it's like $30. Foil it's like $40 because foil it's expensive cardboard. But the resale price I think for the non-foil is like 70, so that's like more than double, which is wild. Crazy wild. I didn't get this one. Although last time was like Fallout stuff, and I wish I would have gotten some stuff from that. I did want some stuff from that like group, but I didn't get any because I didn't know. They don't really say anything. They don't tell you when they do it that well, and it sucks. And we're like, oh, we're selling this now. It's all gone, but we're selling it. It's like, then why? Why tell people? But like for other cases, they had one for Sheldon Menery, which is like an icon in Magic the Gathering history, who passed away last year. They worked with him to make like a secret layer for that, and that for charity for cancer research, and they did like a time span what they would usually normally do, and like half of it would go to cancer research and the other half, a company has to make money. So like half of it would go to the company, half of it would go to cancer research. So like I bought both. I think I got both a foil and non-foil of that because the cards in that are really good because like some of them he made, and some of them he's like, oh yeah, I want this in here because it's powerful. Fuck you. So that's kind of the way that he said that. Like, on God. Like, you wouldn't say that, but I'm pretty sure he would have said that exact way. These are powerful. I want him in there. It's my legacy. Fuck you. I think they wanted to release him while he was still alive, but whoops, he passed away. But I think it's kind of good that I think he knew he wasn't going to live long enough to see him like actually get sold and whatever. But it's a good thing to know that his legacy still lives on, because he's not only like he's one of the most iconic judges in Magic the Gathering history, but he's also like very influential in the way that now cards are made and stuff like that. Like, he worked with Wizards of the Coast and to like make cards, like physically make cards and sets, but like build the community, and that's what I like about it. That's what I like about Magic. Is the community. I mean, a lot of it's stinky poo poo, dumb heads, can be, but you know, you get people like that. They're very special. You know what? You're special for listening, watching for this episode, because we're wrapping it up right now. If you want to watch this happen live, go to my Twitch at twitch.tv/MeltLickOriginal. It's all one word. Capitalized, no capitalized. You find myself what you'll know. You can also watch the after show on my Twitch. You can interact with this live and do that other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. You know. King of England. You and all the other stuff. And you can still watch it on Twitch for up to 2 weeks until, you know, it disappears. And the after show. But you can watch every single episode up until now. All 83 episodes on YouTube. Yeah. Up until this episode. You can watch all 380 episodes, and you know, in the future, you can watch more, presumably. Like, I would hope you can watch more episodes on YouTube. And eventually, when I decide to do it, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, maybe some other ones, I don't know. Thank you to Gradients for the use of their song Used to It off of the album The Call. They just played their last gig in the Fargo Moorhead area. Well, if you've listened to the show before, you know that a lot of the stuff I talked today was about the Fargo Moorhead area. But Fargo Moorhead, but they're moving down to the cities, the Twin Cities. To all of them have graduated college, and it's honestly probably a better spot for them because they do a lot of concerts and stuff. Not only in the cities, but like in the surrounding areas and states and like that. And I think it's a better hub for them to like, oh, if they got to go to somewhere in Wisconsin, they can do that. Or if they want to go to North Dakota, they could do that. In South Dakota and Iowa, they have a lot better of a, you know, a launch pad to get to those states and areas and gigs. So stuff like that. And I'm very happy for them. I know they're planning on getting a house together still, so that's funny. And I think they're still gonna do it with their girlfriends as well, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they all do. Honestly, I want to see if I could help them, but probably not. Whatever. They'll be fine. I'll probably help them move in. I'll see. Because I want to visit the boys. Like they have a lot of good funny like gags in their little house that they have all together. Like there's a lot of like Easter eggs and stuff like that. We visited them one time, and oh my God, it's so funny. Like they're like we were cracking up real hard. Like some I would not want to do it because it'd be like, ugh! But other ones are just like. They have like a wall of shame and like an emergency wall. They have like a on the emergency wall that's like should not be used. A pregnancy test that should not be used because it's past its expiration or whatever. A drug test that's past its expiration. It's just funny shit. But like also important things as well, like coupons and things like that. It's funny shit like that they just do all the time. But yeah. And to wrap it up, thank you for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all that other stuff. And as I look at the clock, it is not midnight here anymore. But it's midnight somewhere else. But until then, bye-bye.